Am I the only one that asks stupid questions like, if I look like this, would you still love me? What's up, you guys? It's your girl Ryan Samantha, and in today's video I'm just coming on here and showing you guys a very simple pinky corally eye look. Honestly, without further ado, let's just get started into the video. So I'm just using my Morphe 350M palette, and I'm gonna go ahead, mine is broken, but I'm gonna go ahead and add this sandy brown color, and it's really close to my skin tone, but it does just add a really nice transition before I add my colors. So that's what I'm doing right now, and I'm just using a regular blending brush. I believe this brush is also from Morphe. I don't remember the number, but I will link it down below. So I'm just going ahead and using circular motions to blend this in. So I'm going in with my Nubian 3/4 palette by Juvia'S. This palette does not have any names, but I'm going to go ahead and use this chocolate brown color, and I'm using a Morphe and Patrick Star brush. So I'm just starting really light, and then I build up the color for more intensity, but I am wanting to go for a more diffuse look, so I'm starting in the outer corner, bringing it down, and then bringing the color slightly over. So you just want to continue dipping back into the color and building up as you go, but it's best to add little at a time than to add too much and then have to try and correct that. So I'm just going to speed it up, and I'm going to do the exact same thing on my other eye. So I'm going back in my 350M palette, and I'm using a smaller blending brush this time, and I'm just going to dip into this brick color, and I'm going to place that right on top of the previous brown color. This is just going to help bring the look together and make everything look more seamless. So next I'm just taking a clean fluffy brush from Anastasia, and I'm just going ahead and buffing out any harsh lines. We'll grow in number, fueled by them to see the horizon. So now it's time to cut my crease, and to do that I'm using my Morphe 124 brush. I'm just dipping the brush into some concealer that I had on the back of my hand, and I'm going to start carving out my eyelid. I do blink because I have hooded eyes, and I just want to make sure I know exactly where to place the concealer. So I definitely take my time at this stage because your girl is still working on getting a crisp and clean cut crease. So yeah, I really have to be patient with myself at this stage. So I'm using a Real Techniques brush to just buff out the ends of the cut crease, and I also patted it on top because I added a little bit too much concealer and I just wanted to take away some of the excess. So I'm going back in with a Nubian 3/4 palette, and again I'm using the brown color to just diffuse the outer corner of the cut crease. So next I'm just going to use these two colors from the Nubian 3/4 palette as well as the Saharan blush palette volume 2. So I'm just going to combine these two colors, and I'm adding them to the inner portion of my lid. So I'm going back in with the Saharan Blush Palette Volume 2, and I'm adding the color Lena to the middle portion of my lid. Next I'm just going in with B, and that's going to be the last color that I'm going to add. So after I do that, I go back in with all three colors and I just kind of play around with them until everything is nice and blended. There really is no perfect formula. You just want to keep going back in with the colors to make sure that everything is nice and seamless. Okay, so I did my eyeliner. This one was perfect. This one I definitely messed up, but I worked too hard and I'm not gonna give up. So don't mind that they're not quite equal. Before I wasn't gonna put on lashes, but now I think I am gonna put on lashes because I messed up my liner. But yeah, so anywho, we're just gonna keep it moving. So my regular eyelashes are super curly and it's always been really hard for me to apply falsies. So what I'm doing right now, I'm curling my eyelashes in the opposite direction, which basically helps to kind of straighten them so that I can access my lash band a lot easier. So that's what I'm doing right now. I promise you I am not crazy, but if you do have really curly lashes, this is something that will definitely help you out when you're applying your falsies. Up next, I'm just using my Smoky Extravagant mascara from Makeup Forever, and then I'm going in with my Morphe and James Charles palette, and I'm using this color at the top. It's like a really light golden color, and I'm putting that in my tear ducts as well as highlighting my brow bone. So I did forget to show you guys, but I did go ahead and use the same two pink colors that I used on my lid underneath my eye. So up next, I'm just adding my lashes, and I got these lashes from Winners if you guys are in Canada. But yeah, I always struggle with my lashes. This is not a good look, but I finally got them situated, and next I'm just clamping them with my fingers to blend in my regular lashes and my falsies, and I did a pretty good job. Next, I'm just adding some mascara to further blend my lashes, and I'm also adding mascara to my bottom lashes as well. So this is the final look, you guys. It turned out really cute. I'm super happy that I pushed through and continued doing the look even though I wasn't sure that it was going to turn out. I paired it with this old Bantu knot out that is nice and big and large and in charge. But as always, I thank you guys so much for watching my videos. I am going to wash this all off and go to bed, so I will see you guys in my next one. Toodles!